Well, now we know exactly what we can expect on the next summoning banners, guys. On the next limited time banners, Freya and the Light Judgment event will be coming to an end in around 1 day and 16 hours from the time when I'm recording the video. We were very curious to find out what other Animus we're gonna get on the banners, and they've actually announced it today. Now, before the official launch, they mentioned that we're gonna have 6 new Animuses joining the game. So far, we had 2 of them joining, Mio, and we had an SR. And they've announced another 2 of them, but they haven't really went in depth to talk about skills and stuff. This time around, they actually dropped some more information. We know exactly what are the banners. And one of them is an old Animus that was in the previous bear, another latest one. So we're going to find out that kid. And hopefully they're not really going to make many changes. We're going to see how OP it is. And if it is worth it to save all of our pools for the new SSRs. They might be absolutely game-changing. They might not be game-changing. But based on everyone's feeling about Hoyan, she was super OP, okay? Now, before we dive into the patch notes, guys, unfortunately, we do not have a 2x event on drops. It's kind of like a bummer. We are not 100% sure if they are going to do one in a few days, in a week, in a couple of weeks, or whatever. Personally, I'm still going to save a lot of my stamina refills. Not all of them, because to be honest, if I'm going to just keep them all on the side, I feel like I'll be left behind up to the point where they will make a 2x drop. Not sure exactly when, right? And I'll be using some, but I'm going to try to keep at least 20, right? It feels so bad to farm XP at the moment. I've burned like 1,000 plus stamina today farming XP. And I got 2 characters to level 45, okay? It feels awful knowing that I've put so much stamina in and I've barely done anything, right? But leaving all that on the side, let's quickly have a look at what they shared on their Twitter. So, dear hyperlinkers, below is the summon information for the official launch period, the Unseen Lady, and we're gonna have the Abyss Hunter. So, Hoyan and Holden, it's kind of like a brother and sister or something like that. They look pretty badass though, so let me just open the images up. Hoyan looks sick. I'm definitely gonna try to pick her up. The design is just super, super badass on the character. But we should be having some more information in the patch notes, and we're gonna check that in a second. I know they released a video right here, so let's quickly check that out. Let me put the
guiding principles.
Volume up as well.
Having abandoned her sense of self and discarded all emotion.
And let me take it from the beginning. So she's gonna be hollow, not life or dart, which is good.
Orders are Hoyan's guiding principles.
So we have defense breach, we have passive, heal block. Pretty good. The stats look pretty decent on her as well. But the design is pretty sick. So she's gonna be most likely a damage dealer based on the build they have on her, the shell as well. And that's what she used to be in the past.
Having abandoned her sense of self and discarded all emotion, her only trusted companion is the cold steel of her blade. Skill 1 performs.
Okay, so we can actually see the skills in this video. Hoyan strikes swiftly, dealing 2 hits of 130% damage to a single enemy, with a 25% chance to inflict anti-heal for 2 turns. That's really good.
Single enemy, each with a chance to apply 2 turns of anti-heal. Skill 2, passive.
Pain is the perception of existence. When Hoyan is about to be defeated, immediately restores 60% max HP, and immediately use execution right on the target that attacked her. That is actually pretty solid. So she's not gonna die. The passive does have a cooldown. Seems like it is fully skilled, so probably without skilling it, it is going to be a 5-turn cooldown.
When Hoyan receives fatal damage, she first restores a portion of her HP, then immediately counters with her ultimate.
Very cool animation.
Defeats an enemy. Fallen allies are revived based on the defeated target's lost HP. Defeated enemies cannot be revived. Each trigger adds 1 stack of Fleeting Glance, up to 3. Fleeting Glance increases attack and cannot be dispelled. Ultimate.
Really, really solid. This is an order not to be defied. Hoyan consumes 50% current HP to deal 480% damage to a single enemy, ignoring 6.5% defense for every 10% max HP lost. So if she consumes 50, she's going to ignore what? 32.5% of the defense or something like that. If my math is not bad, I might need another coffee. But that's actually pretty good. Pretty good. I don't think I'm a big fan of the idea of herself sacrificing so much HP though, because she might just die after. But if she just puts the enemy to sleep, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, it's crazy, crazy damage. Very powerful multiplier.
Consumes half of current HP to attack a single target, dealing massive damage while bypassing a portion of the target's defense. Hoyan features a unique counter mechanism. When fatally struck, she recovers HP and launches her ultimate as a counterattack, dealing high damage while partially ignoring defense. Enemies she defeats cannot be revived. By leveraging her counterattack
and can be revived. That can be nasty in PvP, guys. If you block revive, that's gonna be super nasty.
her role, she effectively counters revival-dependent teams in PvP. The Executioner knows no mercy.
That's actually solid. That's actually really, really solid. I'm curious now to see if they've made any changes on her skill set, right? Because I actually found her on the website on hellhades.com, and I was about to go over these skills. Okay, so a chance to inflict wound, more or less the same cup of tea. This seems to be more or less the same as well. I'm not sure about this last part with fleeting glance to herself. And the last one, defense breach. Yeah, more or less the same, yeah. It seems like it's pretty much the same thing, yeah. So that's actually cool. They haven't really changed her skills. And this is a 3-turn cooldown. Damn. That's gonna be nasty if he's gonna stay on a 3-turn cooldown. But leaving all that, guys, let's quickly have a look at the patch notes, because we have more information in here. So we're gonna have a maintenance on the 13th, which should be tomorrow at some point. We're gonna get some compensation for the maintenance. I'll take that. The new content, so we have new Animus debut. We have the 2 new characters, and Guild versus Guild is coming to the game as well, guys. Now, they're not really talking about their exact skill sets. They're kind of like giving a couple of hints. Holden is an extremely mysterious Animus. Despite his frail appearance that might seem weak at first glance, he radiates an aura that keeps strangers at bay. His true identity is the 6th rank Executioner of RCS. Holden is a defense-focused, balanced character who weakens enemies through powerful counterattacks and AoE dispel effects. He combines survival, disruption, and consistent damage output capabilities, excelling in high-pressure combat situations. I'm not 100% okay, so Hoyan is Hollow and he is Reason. So no light and dark characters, which means that we need a lot of regular summons, okay? We need a lot of regular summons. The banners will work exactly the same like the Freya banner or the Messiah banner. 80 guaranteed if you're unlucky. No soft peer in it or anything like that, which is still fine because there is no 50-50 chance. So yeah, hopefully I'll have enough summons to pick both of them, because they are looking pretty damn badass, especially her, you know. So we have the event 1. This will last for 12 days. By the looks of it. The same for the other one as well. New Animus archive. New Animus outfits. Okay, so we're gonna get some outfits as well. But the main thing that is important, the Union United Front. So we're going to get clan versus clan, or guild versus guild, or union versus union, however you guys like to call them. That's gonna be pretty interesting. Make sure you guys are in a good union. By the way, if you are looking for a good clan to join Guild Union, I like to call them clans, come and join us in the Celestials. We have tons of different guilds open, guys, and basically for every type of player. Free to play, low spender, casual, hardcore, you know. Come and find yourself a good home and be ready for Guild versus Guild. Plus, you have so many benefits from being in in an active guild, you know, like when we're doing the daily content as well. Like, for example, when we're doing the Phantom Theater, we're always kind of like doing it together to make sure we either somebody carries the other, either to kind of like match ourselves in terms of firepower, so we can score the best possible score, get the best rewards from there, you know. So come and join us. That's pretty much it for patch notes, guys. We know the summoning banners. Start saving your pools. Don't waste them now, unless you're still missing a lot of characters, right? It's pretty hard to save everything when you're still missing a lot of them. You might get lucky, get the new units in 10, 20 pools. You might not, but hopefully they're both really, really solid and is worth pulling for, right? Either way, that was all for the video, guys. Appreciate all of you watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.